Would you prefer a hot guy that sucks in bed or an average guy that's amazing in bed?
An average guy, obviously. Why would I want anybody? There's pretty people everywhere. If they can't do anything with it, lose. No. Kick rocks. That's what I say. Beat it, pal.
You wouldn't be open to teaching?
I have tried that, yes. And I didn't even think about that. But I also, oh, God, that now complicates things. That's it. You didn't say that didn't know this is a two-ended question or do whatever. I know I'm most definitely up for teaching. That's actually kind of been a thrill of mine. I think growing up was watching what I was doing to men in that way, and I was the wow factor. I liked that so much, like just in being good at everything, or being good at what I was doing, or learning and then advancing, but also that's also why I did it younger guys too, because I mean their eyes are just bling, like what's going on with this girl? Like this is wild, and so. Teaching, most definitely, yes. I could do that.
So would you say, are you a dominant person in bed?
I am. As soon as I am very dominant, but as soon as that spot is hit in me when we're in the act, I melt and I'm done. Then I go into my feminine because it's hard. There's a balance, but it's like if a man can get me to that place where that feels that good, that I've taught myself, because as for women, as we evolve and get to know ourselves in that way, generally in my experience, just personally for me, I've seen that I'm more dominant in a situation where I don't necessarily see that maybe I'll get as much out of it. I don't know how to explain it properly. But as soon as somebody,
if you had to pick a dominant partner or a submissive partner, which one would you pick?
A dominant partner. Most definitely, because again, I've been doing the dominant thing for so long, and I feel like I play that. I also feel like in life, I'm in my masculine so much that if I find a partner that is dominant, that can allow me to come away from my masculine and into my feminine, that's what I'd prefer. Because I always feel like I have been. I also know that I've chosen the masculine side of myself because it's out of a protection too. It's out of it's like going into a situation. You fake it till you make it. I got this. You just tell yourself, I got this. So it's almost like the same how I look at it with being a dominant person in that way. It's also, there's a thrill factor in being dominant. There's so many different variables to it. But I also know I'm not getting the most out of it by being that way. Mm-hmm. So if I was more in my feminine, I think that I would actually I'd experience and absorb and just experience such a more pleasant experience, I guess you could say. I don't know if I'm saying
that makes sense. If you're in your feminine more, like just your overall lifestyle and energy and the vibe of things, how you feel the just dynamic between you and another partner would be in a more probably comfortable natural state.
Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like my masculine comes from a triggering point of my life kind of thing, to having to always taking care of things, getting things done, kind of. So it's like I see again also when they're young, the younger guys that I've dated, I also saw that as, this is not the right word. I can't say this because it's not right, but it's kind of, I look at the Taylor Wild comes from, it's kind of wrapped up. So it's kind of like the primal act of it all. So I look at it, it's kind of like prey.
The instinct. Yeah, you're a little sicko.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, that's how I view it. And that's also where my masculine comes in. It's like, because it's like the hunt. It's like it's the dance between the pheromones, it's like, so I kind of also stay in my masculine because it's also a pleasure seeking. So it's multifaceted. I know I'm kind of going in circles on stuff.
No, I get it. It makes sense.